Hello, and welcome back to Primary Teaching with Dom. So, I have a new video. Sorry that I didn't post last week. I was so ill, I was in hospital and all that. So, you know, I'm back now, just about. And yes, at the beginning you saw, I thought, let me show you my little turn up in the morning before I make a little video just to get myself prepared and wrapped and all that. And then I'll insert like little clips throughout, I think. But anyway, this video is going to be about 5 things that I have learned as an NQT thus far in my career. You see my little scrap paper? I had it and then I kind of scrunched up by mistake. I don't know how that happened. But the first thing on my list, number 1, is to be friendly to everyone. Now, I know sometimes that's kind of cliche that you kind of got to be nice. It's good to be nice to everyone in general. But sometimes you kind of forget that your personality to everyone is not going to be the same. So sometimes you got to alter your ways, or that sounds really weird, doesn't it? Alter your ways. But that means alter like the way that you may say things. Some people might be really blunt, and I know that's your personality, you don't want to change it, but in some circumstances, to be a team player, to be liked by your fellow staff, which is so important because they help you so much in school. They always say your number 1 friends in school are your teaching assistants, if you are lucky to have them. I am. And I try to be as friendly as I can with them because I just love them both. They're just both the most amazing people ever. And then obviously all the other staff members, that I try my best to be friendly, because sometimes you could just have a stress day and something could come out. So you have to make sure what you're saying is, correct. And just be nice to everyone. It actually pays off to be nice to everyone anyway, because people tend to reciprocate that energy to you. So being nice, being friendly to everyone works a charm, and I've learned that you got to do that, especially when you're in school and around adults and children as well, because children love to talk and tell their parents, and they come back to you. So
not that I've personally been a victim of that, but
I have had children go back home and say things in terms of, Mr. Barnett is strict. I'm like, yes, I am. Well done. But they all want to be me, so that's quite good. Third 2, so uno. Wait, is it uno? Is it dos? Number 2, I've learned that you've really, really, really got to stay organized, because if you don't, the littlest thing could then cramp up to a huge, wide, massive pile of workload that you did not want or did not care for. One thing that I've learned to do is to write a list, and I know as a teacher we write lists like every single day, and that list tends to be about 29,000 pages long of stuff to get done. However, when you do write a list, at least you don't miss out on anything. You can write a list on your iPad, on your phone, on your notepad, on your computer, anything like that to help. What does help me as well is post-it notes. So I post-it note, oh, this needs to be stuck in by tomorrow, or that needs to be done by this day. And I put it in my diary as well. So in my diary, if any little thing that my head teacher or my deputy head or my TA wants me to do that I haven't noted down, I just quickly jot it down and stick it in, because then I can put a date on it and then I won't forget. But please do your best to try and stay organized. I tried my best last year and it didn't really work, and I had all this pile of stuff that I need to complete and still do from last year. It's not good. So now what I've tried to do, as I said, I tried to make notes and trying to stay much more on top of things, because is it snowing? Oh no, that's a bird. Because I've seen that when I stay a bit more organized, my classroom feels more organized, I feel more efficient, and everything runs a bit more smoothly. I really do think it's snowing right now. Although it has been anyway, but anyway. Number 3 is to take a break, because teaching can be consuming. It can literally take over your life if you allow it to. So I would always take a day. I know sometimes as a PGC student, as an NQT, whatever you are at this moment in time in your teaching career, I know that taking a day off, and I've learned quite quickly, is quite hard, because you're thinking, you know what, I can actually take this hour that I have in this day and do a lesson plan, then that lesson plan takes an hour and a half, and then you want to get resources and all that. And you're thinking, oh, well, I feel good enough. Let me continue. I know the feeling. I've done it before. But you really, 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 really do need to take a break. A day at least, where you sit down and you just... A day where you take off, you do your own thing, you go out, you relax, you eat chocolate cake, you eat, if you're vegan, you eat whatever you eat as a vegan, or whatever you might eat. Just take that day off because you need it. As a teacher, and I think my head teacher told me yesterday, and it was really funny. She said that as teachers, we never have a real like full month, if that makes sense. But apart from 1 or 2 months, and the rest we have as holiday or whatever we do, but we always feel the most exhausted. It's crazy. Like in January, you have the first couple of days off, so you never have a full month. February, you have a week off. December, you have 2 weeks off, or a week, you should say. In November, you have a couple of days off, and you have the bank holidays. We never have a full month, but yet we are the most exhausted because we do so much more at home, and we stay at school the majority of the time, and we don't take that break. So please, 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 with those facts that you know that we never really have a full month in school, and we are so exhausted, that should tell you that you need to take a day off at least a week.
Big fat checks, big large bills, run up thick like 10 car bills, get broke chills, send different looks to my life, so I was born to flex, diamonds on my neck.
Number 4 is to stay true to yourself. Now, when I say that, my personality is I'm a strict teacher, but I'm fun. I like to dance, like to, do all these things in classrooms. And I do it in the classroom. In the morning, the children come in, I might be dancing. I love music. I put on Latin music, Latino music. I put on Chinese music, Mandarin music. I put on reggae music, reggaeton. I put all different versions of music on in the morning for the children to come into. I might dance to it with the children because it's fun. And that is just me. I am a professional, yes, and I take my job very seriously, but I don't lose myself in it. I am me. I am Mr. Fun. I like doing different things. I like laughing, joking around, and I do it with my year 1 children because that's just me. Don't let teaching take over who you really are, because that's why you got the job, because of who you are. So stay true to yourself. Stay true to why you want to be a teacher. Stay true to what you are outside of the school. If you are fun and you like putting music on, what's the harm of putting on music in the morning for the children to walk into? Or if they're doing English or a quiet topic, put on some background music so the children can listen. Because what you won't probably know is that some children don't listen to music at all, or don't know anything to do any kind of music outside of pop or anything like that. So putting on some Latino music, some reggaeton music that they've never listened to, explores and it opens their mind, and they get some music learning in there as well. So listen to different kind of music.
Yeah, I know that you've been working on me, and I know that you deserve it, put your body on me. Don't want no one else to have you, cause you're only for me. Yeah, you're only for me. Yes, you're only for me.
Very last thing is to be human. Be it kind of lends itself into being yourself, but be human. If you're feeling angry, tell someone. Don't just bottle it up. I know as a teacher we need to let our emotions into it. If we're feeling frustrated, we need to keep it in. But sometimes you just need to vent to someone. Sometimes you might need to say to your class, I'm not feeling the best today because this and this, and blah blah blah. If you're not going to tell your children that, tell your member of staff, tell someone. Just do that. Don't allow yourself to be overly consumed with emotion, and don't tell anyone, because we're all human at the end of the day. Yes, we make mistakes. Another thing on top of being human is telling yourself that although that lesson didn't go the way that it's meant to be planned from start to finish, it's still a lesson. A child, even if it's one child has learned something in that whole entire session, you've successfully completed something. If a lesson doesn't go well, tell your children something like, oh, you know what, that lesson didn't go as well as I wanted to, but I'm glad that you always did well. Because I tell my class that sometimes. I say, it was a very hard lesson, you did so well. We didn't get to do what we wanted to do, but I'm so proud of all those of you that tried. A lesson may not go to plan. It never does. I can tell you, Go find a teacher that has a lesson, that their lesson plan goes to plan every single time. Try and find me and let me find that teacher. Let's give them £1 million. I haven't met one. We blag our way through some lessons. We're like, oops, so we weren't meant to teach that, but I'm going to teach it anyway. It happens. Don't get frustrated. Don't get unhappy. Just move on. There's another lesson to do. There's another day. You can always reteach what you need to do. Don't worry. They have learned something, even though it's not what you want to learn. So we're all human. We make mistakes. We move on from it. But anyway, that is my 5 things I've learned as an NQT. So I know it was quite quick, quite run through, but I hope that you've learned something. You know, make sure you like in the comments down below. I didn't even make my friend didn't even come in. How could I forget? Normally in every single video, so I'll keep it here. But thank you. Got 2 more weeks and I'm off. Woo! For a week. And yes. So I'm going to have a great day. I hope you have one too. And I shall see you in the next video. But please do watch this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.